Welcome to tonight's show, RudeTube Animals Unleashed, our creature feature of the best 50 online videos containing all manner of beasties behaving badly. Basically, tonight's episode is a lot like Disney's Jungle Book, except it's funnier, there are fewer songs, and a lot more filth. If you're good with that, let's crack on. And guess who these animals are after? It's us! So watch out as they take over and show us who's in charge. We'll get a rub down from snakes, a dressing down from birds, and get let down by fish. It's about to go down because we're all about the beasts. He wants to have sex! Let's begin in classic RudeTube fashion with number 50. Now, there are people who we've all met who can't whistle, and that's fine. So you can't whistle. Don't be ashamed. Oh, wait, do, because now even a walrus can. Yes, a whistling walrus who looks like Keith Lemon. What can possibly beat a whistling walrus that looks like Keith Lemon? A hip-hop crab, obviously. No, at last, a cute animal. As you were. Ever wanted to look like a giraffe?
How to make yourself look like a giraffe.
So now you know how to look like a giraffe, but what is this creature?
I'm Russ Evers, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. And my talent is that I can imitate a pterodactyl.
That's brilliant, but pterodactyls have been extinct for millions of years, so for all we know, they could sound like a walrus. Or Keith Lemon.
Just run me hand on the top. I've always been able to do it ever since I've been a kid.
This mystery man from Lancaster has a unique skill. Apparently, he can sense moles underground.
And there's no over here anyway. Hold on a minute. Something just here. Just about here it is. Here it is. Here. Here. You can even... Here. Just dig it up now. You just got to be careful when you dig them out of turf, because if you don't hold them right, they can bite you. You just hold them just behind the front legs, like that. There you are, it's quite a big one, is that? Mr. Mole. Now we take him off golf course and just go and release him somewhere where he can't do any damage. 1-0.
Holy moly, how does he do that? Well, after watching this clip too many times, we spotted a patch of ground moving. Either way, don't go round pulling moles out of their homes. You wouldn't like it if they did it to us.
1-0.
A Dumb and Dumber moment from this little fly now, who's had a go at a frozen steak and got his tongue stuck.
Stuck on you, got this feeling that I've so many. Guess I'm on my way. Stuck on
Conveniently for us, New Zealand photographer and steak owner Sean was on hand with his zoom lens to film this moment. And conveniently for the fly, he helped the little guy out. This parrot's owner can't seem to get any work done.
This is how you high five a bee. Hey bee, high five.
Right, a high-fiving bee. We headed to Stoke to meet Rich Brown and find out more.
I go out into my back garden. I see quite a big bee on the floor. I wasn't sure if it was alive or not, so I just picked it up, put it out of the way of my 2 cats, and got a high five for it.
So you're telling me bees high five?
Someone told me that bees lift their arms as a bit of a defence mechanism. I literally just thought it was giving me a high five. I thought it was quite funny.
Well, Rich, so did we. But what happened when you put this little moment online?
I've been inundated with puns. Shouldn't it be hive five, sorry. Couldn't believe it and all that rubbish.
Well, bee puns are totally below us here at RudeTube, so you've got nothing to worry about, honey. To Arizona, where this tortoise may have been inspired by the Romans, who used to eat on their backs to induce vomiting so they could eat more. We asked our owner Heather if this was the case, and she said no. While exploring the Herefordshire countryside, Toby found a sheep who made it very clear she wanted him. First a wink, then a seductive hair toss, a sensual lip lick, with intense eye contact, before looking coyly away. Toby, you're in. Here in good old Blighty, the only animal surprise you're likely to find in your bathroom is either a spider in the toilet or your cat running an illegal speakeasy in the linen cupboard. In Botswana, however, they have bigger problems. I do hope the last person flushed. Eric the Aussie cockatoo likes to throw the odd cock or two into conversations.
Eric!
Well, any rude word really. He's not fussed.
Stop fighting with the dog. He's not. Leave him alone.
Eric doesn't like being told by his owner Sharon that he can't go outside today because it's raining.
Eric! No! Stop it! Naughty bird! Yes, naughty bird! Come on! Eric! Come on! Get up! Get out of it! Get. I'll get the fish! I'm gonna get the scary fish.
Wait, what's the scary fish?
I'm gonna get the scary fish and I'm gonna put the scary fish on the shelf.
Get it!
Did you think for just 1 second you'd go back and look at me? But now you know I'm on the door. No more hanging on the wall, no more hanging on the door.
Yes, Eric either hates the scary fish or really isn't a Gloria Gaynor fan.
No more hanging.
Off to Brazil next, where this hidden cameraman is about to do an impression of fearsome jungle cat, the jaguar. Classic jaguar prank. Drake's Hotline Bling dad dancing spread to every corner of the internet. And now even grizzly bears are trying to copy his sick moves. Autumn has arrived. The trees have dropped their summer yields. The apples, fermented to release their cidery goodness. Some of the more irresponsible of our woodland critters reap the benefits of this harvest and
get totally fucking wankered.
No, this isn't David Attenborough's new budget wildlife show. It's amateur animal enthusiast Richard Harding from Ipswich. Cheers.
I came across an inebriated pigeon in my garden that had eaten some fermented fruit, and it didn't fly off, and so I thought I would, interview it.
Hello there, young man. Sonny, you can't sleep here. Come on now. Come on now, Sonny, wake up.
It was completely off the cuff, sort of by chance situation, but I had had a couple of tipples myself.
Last orders were 15 minutes ago. Come on, buddy.
Yep, that pigeon is drunk.
That's it, shake it off. What's that? Can't fly.
But whatever happened to this battered bird?
I went back the next day and there was neither a pigeon nor a corpse of a pigeon, so I think he probably made it off okay.
Pisshead.
The drunken pigeon joins the pantheon of RootTube's previously documented inebriated animals. Having gorged on fermented pumpkin, the grey squirrel struggles with even the simplest of tasks, eventually deciding that he can't be arsed. But the drinking habits of some creatures have evolved. Felis catus, the cat. A more refined palate than the squirrel, he prefers imported lager. Peroni. That's it for part one, but we'll be back in just a moment with more unleashed animals. A raccoon takes to her bike, and a rat takes to the skies. We'll be jumping for joy and trembling with terror. And this emu gets erotic. He's gonna root you. So whatever you do, don't
Piss off.
Welcome back to RootTube Animals Unleashed, where we are counting down the internet's 50 greatest creature clips. And next, who's up for a spot of interspecies intercourse? You can breed a zebra with a donkey to get a zonkey. You can breed a buffalo and a cow to get the rather tasty sounding beefalo. But can you breed an emu with an American? Let's find out. The man on the floor is American Jeff Tudor, and he found himself in this awkward situation whilst backpacking across Australia.
He's in love with you. He can see that worm in there and he wants that worm.
Local Aussie Joe Hughes captured the romantic moment and kindly shared it with the world.
He's gonna root you. He wants to have sex. He's taking a fancy to you. I think it likes your shoelaces. Just let it pick at you. There you go.
Introducing the hen with a taste for danger, taking a thrill ride on a robot vacuum. Gabriel and his friends were having a smoke in Berlin when they were joined by this friendly magpie, who wasn't up for sharing. Meanwhile, in Paraguay, South America, this sheep looks like it's being made the butt of the joke by this beard-up buffoon. Don't worry, this sheep don't take no shit, and we soon see who the real butt is. 3 years ago, at a secret location somewhere in Northern Europe, a shed in Holland, the world's first cat-copter took to the skies. But he's no longer alone. Introducing Ratcopter, the world's first taxidermised flying rodent. The flying former rat is called Ratatouille, which is Dutch for ratatouille. And just when you thought it was safe to go back into the skies, here's Shark Jet.
Woohoo! It bloody flies! That is going pretty fast, Arian. The world's first flying shark.
Yes, and unless evolution plays a nasty trick, hopefully the last. Cool. RudeTube wouldn't be RudeTube if we didn't include a dash cam clip from where else but Russia. Why did the pigeon cross the road? Probably part of some insurance scam. The mysterious dance of the leaf bug. Is this a profound mating ritual? Contemplation of his spiritual connection with nature.
What's he doing? Oh, he's taking a shit. He just took a shit. No way. Yeah, I think that's what the whole thing was about.
Oh. Stanley the African Grey was an instant internet hit when his owners uploaded this amazing clip of him doing parrot parkour.
Stanley, one.
We met Stanley's carers, Ray and Judy, in Granbury, Texas, where Stanley rules the roost.
Since Stanley pretty much had free run of the house, it was his playground. He would work very hard to get up this very slippery banister. But once he got up there, he could just slide all the way down, and it was so much fun, and he had the dogs at the bottom waiting for him. And it was one of his favorite toys in his playground.
We let him out of the cage in the evening, about between like 4 and 6, and sometimes he climbs down onto the floor and he comes over to where I'm sitting watching television, and he starts pecking at my toes or something. So I get up and I walk around the house, and he'll just follow me around. I don't know if it's for looking for treats or just wants to be with me. Well, my wife used to do that occasionally, but... What? What, are you going to hit me with that?
Time to go! Mark McCracken was out kayaking off the California coast, enjoying a spot of gentle fishing when he felt something bump the back of his kayak. Weird, nothing there. No, wait! It's a shark! This hungry hammerhead may have thought Mark and his kayak looked like a juicy seal-shaped snack. Despite deploying a few warning prods with his paddle, the toothy hammerhead stalked him for a whole 15 minutes, until Mark finally made it back to shore with all his extremities still intact. Just look at these koalas, so cute! Who would be scared of these fluffy guys? Meet Australian farmer Evany Churchill.
When I was going to get the cows for milking, I had a little encounter with a koala. The koala was walking along the fence line, and I thought, oh, well, that's a pretty nice looking koala. And then I walked back to the bike and hopped on. And that's when he started chasing me in full gallop.
Stop it! Get away! Get away! Oh my God, yeah, it's coming up on there. I can't move. Where the bloody hell is it?
They are quite sharp with the claws, and they do have quite sharp teeth. Oh my God, it's on the friggin' bike. It's off. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
Here's a thought. Give the little guy
want a cuddle, but he wasn't getting one from me. Piss off!
From a koala in 5th gear to a bunny in reverse.
There's a rabbit that I know, always backwards he does go, backwards rabbit. He goes up his ramp, and down his ramp. He eats a flower, he eats some parsley. He chews a stick, and runs around. And some other things too, but we won't share those with you.
In case you're wondering, of course, this is the work of internet animal song legend Parry Grip. Get your chocolate sprinkles out, it's time for a quick baking tutorial. Hedgehog Muffins! Here's some we made earlier. 6 baby hedgehogs. Head to the Channel 4 website for the recipe. Not really. That would be awful. While we're all quite happy with the idea of mermaids, no one bats an eyelid when a bloke falls in love with a woman who has the bottom half of a fish. For some reason, no one's banging down the door to get the digits of the fish with human teeth.
Bring him in toward the camera.
In Florida now, with John, a smiley Irishman on his holidays.
Choppers.
Wow. No, they haven't rammed his nan's dentures into the fish's mouth. This is the sheephead fish, famous for its human-like gnashes.
Oh, John, nice job, nice job. Dinner tonight.
Yeah, dinner tonight then. Who knows? Billy Collins found this intruder on his driveway in Arkansas. Seems like a nice little fella. The pig in a blanket is Moritz, who is being gently caressed by Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, that's his real name. So cute. To South Africa, where Michael's just filming his backyard.
Come in, sir.
Holy shit, it's a tiger! Yep, Michael and his girlfriend wanted a cat, so they did the totally normal thing and bought a tiger. From a tiger to a Lily now. Lily the parrot from Tel Aviv. She's embracing her Irish colours, proving to be quite the dancer. Iowa now, where Tina Thayer was in the car with her policeman brother Stephen.
You might want to get DOT out here, shadflies. It's like ice on this bridge.
He'd been called out to assist motorists skidding on the bridge because of loads and loads of bugs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, nice work opening the door, Stephen. You, like, totally knew there were loads of bugs out there?
Oh, Jesus, oh Jesus.
And now they're in my mouth.
Oh my God. Oh.
Time now to tackle a subject that has intrigued the world's most brilliant minds. Up there with how and why Stonehenge was created. Up there with what the hell does the end of the Matrix revolutions actually mean? RudeTube is now ready to finally answer the question, do chickens float? Well, the results are in, and Daniel Turner from Westmoreland, Tennessee, knows the answer.
Chicken float! Oh, he damn, they float! Chicken float! This is freaking cool!
Yes, he's thrilled by his discovery. Until he finds out chickens don't know not to crap in swimming pools. American-born Kimberly Unger lives in Kent with her 3 raccoons. This is Mel the raccoon, who has mastered riding a bike, but that's not all. Mel is also quite adept at household chores. Sort of. Yeah, that's finished. Now give me my cash. Time to put a leash on our colourful creatures and take a break, but we'll be slipping it off again in just a moment for more Animals Unleashed, like this. We've got the web's sassiest spider, bears behaving badly.
Oh my god, now the other's getting in. What the fuck?
And we'll finally find out...
What does the fox say?
Welcome back to Animals Unleashed and tonight's brilliant beastly bonanza of online critter clips. Time to head to Japan now to check in with some foxes, an animal that many there view as a messenger for the Shinto god of fertility and rice, which seem like 2 entirely unrelated things no one god should be in charge of. Imagine getting them confused. Anyway, this is Fox Village. When Rachel Moon visited Fox Village in Mount Zhao, Japan, she was finally able to answer the age-old internet question.
What does the fox say?
Foxes are highly respected in Japan, and this sanctuary features hundreds of the sly creatures living the foxy dream. Oh. Now let's find out what the deer says. What's that? The children are stuck down the old mine? No, wait, that's Lassie. Time for a genuine advert for a Greek restaurant in Australia.
You hungry? You want something to eat? I've got something for you. Here you go. Whoa! What? You want a souvlaki? Well, you'll have to impress me, monkey.
Well, I'm sold. 1 souvlaki, please. Next, we're heading to British Columbia in Canada to meet the new king of the internet, because 2016 is set to be the year of the Marmot. What's a marmot? Well, it's either a big squirrel thing or a yeast-based spread. Let's find out together. One day, some tourists were hiking in the Canadian mountains when they came across this guy. So that's what a marmot sounds like. And he's already exploded across the web, doing a spot of opera. And he's already competing to be top of the pops with RuTube classic Coldplay Turtle. Thanks to this duet with Tay Tay. Wyatt Green was holidaying down by Lake Powell in Utah when he got a bit of unexpected action. Wyatt, how did you meet this nipple-loving fish?
We were cruising around on the boat, just kind of checking some stuff out, and we really found a neat pool, and we noticed these little fish swimming around in the shallow area, and they came up really, really close to us.
I reckon it fancied you, Wyatt.
It came up and was just eyeballing me, and I noticed that it was kind of acting a little bit different than all the other fish.
How did you feel afterwards? Dirty? Ashamed?
You know, actually, I am feeling kind of psychologically moved by this. Not in a good way either. Every time I go to the store, I kind of steer away from the frozen fish section. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies now.
Time to meet a couple of 16-year-old rockers. This is Ollie and Stan, the cockatoos who just love to dance. And here are their owners, Bev and Paul from Leamington Spa.
Anything with a little tempo of the beat.
Yeah, it is mainly the beat. They do dance to most things, but if it's a really good beat, then they'll bob and they'll get the wings out and the plumage all comes up.
Oh, the future looks bright. Don't be cruel. Your heart gets true.
Ollie's the one who's the instigator. He's the one that'll get everyone, all the other birds dancing.
I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you.
Yep, Ollie's the cockatoo who really loves a rock or two, but Stan isn't always in the mood.
Yeah, they're not performing birds.
No, we don't make them do it. They just do it whenever they want to. So sometimes they're doing things and you think, oh, I wish I had the iPad with me now. I could have filmed that.
Yeah, yeah. I said yeah, 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 oh yeah.
Finally, a flock of feathery superheroes come together. Eric, the swearing cockatoo. The unstoppable parrot who slides down banisters. Irish dancing parrot. Elvis dancing cockatoo. With special guest star, the drunk English pigeon. We present Avians Assemble. Pooping soon on a cinema near you. This unsuspecting French woman thinks she's visiting a vet's practice. But she's just entered the world of prankster Remy Gaillard, a world where animals are in charge.
Vous me suivez, on y va? C'est la deuxième porte à droite.
She's completely not bothered by any of it. These days, tourists can swim with dolphins or can ride through the desert on a camel, but not this next bloke. He's willingly opted for a relaxing massage in the Philippines with 4 20-foot pythons. Not to worry, guys, the snakes have been fed 10 chickens each before the massage, so they won't get any cravings for a succulent American tourist. You'd hope.
I'm not done yet.
Not done yet. This is actually a good massage, actually. They're actually massaging my core, and it's not too heavy. Except for the snake trying to constrict my neck, it's actually quite comfortable.
Is it? Actually?
Oh, wow. That's actually good. Put more. More pressure. Oh, that's good.
At least that massage had a happy ending, in that he wasn't crushed and eaten. Moving on, some of you might be terrified of spiders, but I'm pleased to tell you there is a cure. Consider this next video step 1 of the RudeTube 12-step recovery program for arachnophobes. This colourful guy is the male peacock spider, famous across the internet for his sassy dancing. But if this demure lady peacock spider decides his dancing isn't up to scratch, she'll eat him for breakfast. No, literally, she'll eat him.
can beat. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the
No, cut, this isn't right. Something's missing.
Yes, sir, I'm
Better.
I'm the crazy man in the street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom.
The eight-legged spider there, the only creature that can do every single letter of YMCA at the same time. And with that, it's the final break of the show. But when we come back, it's tonight's top 5, and we'll be revealing who is the best of the beasts with tonight's RudeTube number 1. Coming up, these ladies smell something fishy.
Okay, buy some fish.
This girl milks a cow for all it's worth.
Do you want to go over with me how she got in here?
And this woman bites off more than she can chew.
Keep watching to see me come face to face with a shark.
Welcome back to the final part of Animals Unleashed and tonight's top 5. Now, get ready, RudeTubers, because at 5 you're about to be whisked off to the magical land that is Essex. And to make sure your trip is super fun, you'll be hanging out with BFFs Becky Smith and Jackie Johnson, who, let me tell you, love a good laugh, but aren't huge fans of fish. Becky's best friend Jackie was filming her as she received a delivery of what should have been a new table.
Not delivery that. Why have I got to video it? Okay, buy some fish. Look. Look. Fish. Fish. Hey, what am I going to do with that? What is it? Well, at first I actually thought someone was pranking me. Yeah. No, I thought someone was having me on. They've ordered me all these fish just to piss me off because they know I don't like them. Oh, it's me table!
But no, the courier had mixed up the deliveries and the nearby pet shop had ended up with Becky's table.
I was going to keep them. Oh, no, not all of them, obviously. But she didn't know where to put them. She said at one point, should I put them in a bath or something? No, I get a fish tank for them. What do I do, you know? Like, I wouldn't be able to look after them. Never. You've been delivered 40 bags of fish. Are you joking me? No. Just got up. I was up for about 10 minutes. Right, I didn't even brush my teeth. I thought, for fuck's sake, everyone has seen me like this. I can't even go to the shop without putting a bit of makeup on, you know? Now I'm all around the world with me scrummy dressing gown.
Still, at least the fame hasn't earned her an unfortunate new nickname, right?
We went out to Romford a few weeks back, and people actually come up to me and was like, "Oh, you're the fish lady." I was like, "Great!" Yeah. Table and I received fish.
Nowadays, bare necessities aren't just honey and a back scratching tree. They need their own swimming pool. This bear and her cubs fancied a relaxing weekend away, so they took over the Basso family's back garden in New Jersey.
She's big as fucking.
Turns out bears love messing with people's stuff. These two teen bears fancy checking out the interior of this car in Tennessee.
Bloody, oh my head. Man, he's gonna fuck up our car. Oh my god, now the other's getting in. What the fuck?
Meet Izzy the Cow from Pennsylvania, who belongs to Mum Billy Joe and 5-year-old Brianna.
Okay, do you want to go over with me how she got in here? You just let her in. I know you did.
The door's open when I was looking out, and I was looking out that way, and I came in the door was open, and everything, and took the
No, you didn't. There's no poop in here, and you didn't clean it up. You're telling the fib. Well, I was out looking for the cow because I thought she was lost, and she had gone in ahead of time because it was cold. It was really cold, and I'm like, please tell me that she didn't let the cow in the house. So I snuck up on the door, and the cow wasn't just in; she was laying down already.
We should give her a blanket.
She doesn't need a blanket. She's going right to sleep, isn't she?
Yeah.
Izzy looks pretty cozy. Had this happened before?
That was the first time, but it wasn't the last time. It happened a few more times. Izzy learned how to open the door herself.
But Brianna still maintains her innocence. Come on, Brianna, you can tell us.
What happened that day?
I let the cow in.
I think that was a confession.
Listen, she's never confessed. She's never owned up to it.
Well, a RootTube exclusive right there. Now ground her. Next, we're heading off the coast of South Africa, where huge great white sharks are known to roam, and tourists willingly get locked up in cages to be dunked below the water's surface, at which point fishy chum is thrown in after them to try and get them as close to a shark without being inside one. American tourist Hillary Ray Petrosky got more than her money's worth when she came face to face with this huge great white shark.
He was pretty much right here. I was using a wide angle lens, so he seems a lot further away than he actually is. And then he was just chomping on the corner bar, and it was pretty relentless, ripping this blue foam off of the cage, actually bent a bar. There's a lot going on, and it happens really fast.
Yes, that is Hillary, who you can hear laughing. Surely that must have been a nervous laugh.
It started to get a little scary. He just wasn't stopping. It was relentless. And at one point I was looking up going, are they going to base it out? Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to, hit him with something to make him go away? One of the other girls I was with, Maureen, you can hear her screaming the entire time.
Why?
She was terrified.
Right.
I'm just hearing the metal grinding with the shark's teeth just pulling against, the bars.
Despite the shark giving the cage a good battering, as you can probably tell, Hillary wasn't eaten and decided to upload the video for our viewing pleasure.
It was damn close. I showed one of my friends who's a super shark fanatic, and he was like, this is one of the best videos I've ever seen, if not the best shark video. He's like, you have to post this. You have to post this on YouTube.
Yeah, it's definitely up there with the best shark videos I've ever seen, unless you count Sharknado 3, which is awesome. 49 animals have now been unleashed, which means it's time for the legendary RootTube #1. And tonight's top spot is occupied by the king of the swingers himself, the orangutan. Sharing 97% of the same DNA as humans, they are incredibly smart. With that in mind, American Dan Zaleski and his girlfriend went to Barcelona Zoo to test out his new magic trick on one. Yes, this primate is the sort of audience most entertainers would die for. Which is good, because imagine the poo throwing if he hated the show.
You crazy guy.
And with that clever critter, we've come to the end. But fear not, RudeTube will be back next time with another brand new countdown that will look a lot like this. Man collides with machine in a full-throttle carnival of carnage. Featuring these two. Postman Pat gone wild, Rednecks gone wild, and Water Sports gone wild.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
There's a man dressed in beige with too much time on his hands. Smashers, crashers, and this funny-looking future goth.
I think the worst thing a musician can do is think.
Until then, I'll leave you with the Backwoods Rabbit. Sexy.
And Alex is Backwards Man vs. Machine in brand new RudeTube next Monday night at 10. And next Monday night over on Channel 4, it's the end of an era and almost the end of their university lives as the gangs get ready for one last fling before the big exams. Fresh Meat, the final series, starts next Monday night at 10 over on Channel 4. And tomorrow night at 10 here at E4, Joey Essex flashes those pearly whites of his in brand new Virtually Famous.
Rabbit.